Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to the Daily here on MLSsoccer.com. I'm Josh Weisenhunt, joined here by Nick Furshaw, and tonight, U.S. men's national team down in San Jose to take on Costa Rica. That one's 10 p.m. Eastern on beIN Sport. Big World Cup qualifier, of course, a two-game series culminating in that Mexico match next Tuesday in Columbus. But Nick, the big story in this one, who we're going to see up front for Jürgen Klinsmann's side. What do you think?
This is for the first time in a long time. The U.S. national team doesn't have everyone at their disposal. They've played so well over the last 6 months or so. But in this one, there could be an issue with Jozy Altidore, who's been battling a hamstring injury all week down in Costa Rica, so there's some questions about whether or not, A, he can start, and B, whether or not he can contribute the way we've expected Jozy Altidore to do all year long. So then you're looking at some other options, and one of them includes Landon Donovan, maybe starting up top with Clint Dempsey. We know they haven't played together for the national team since June 2012, so you're wondering about chemistry issues maybe for those guys, whether or not they can reconnect, get that old form, or maybe it's Aaron Johansson, the guy that everyone wants to see. A big lineup decision for Jürgen Klinsmann tonight. Yeah,
well, we certainly will see if it is Landon. If he does get his number called, we know that he is certainly confident. Came out with some comments yesterday saying that this is the best he's ever played in his career, saying that maybe when he was younger he had the energy, but he didn't have the experience. And right now it's kind of all coming together. Of course, that one, 10 p.m. Eastern tonight on beIN Sport. You can catch a full video preview on MLSsoccer.com.
Switching our focus back to Major League Soccer, Toronto FC back in the news on Thursday, and it was Tim Leiweke, the CEO for Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, the ownership group for TFC, speaking to reporters on a teleconference and saying not only are they after a new DP for 2014, but they're looking for a new GM, and he's going to have to deal with Ryan Nelson.
Yeah, those are really the crux of his comments yesterday. And the big thing coming out of that, of course, is that he plans for Ryan Nelson to stay on as head coach of Toronto FC. Thinks he's done a good job up to this point. Maybe with some more talent, with a better roster, could do a little bit more. And of course, that's what he said. He's not looking to be the GM himself. He doesn't want to make all the moves, but his experience dealing in the transfer market with really high-profile names, this is what he's been saying for a long time since he took over at Toronto FC. He's going to be the one to bring in those type of guys, and then he's going to have a GM under him who's going to make the ancillary moves. Who's that going to be? Remains to be seen.
Some of those names connected to the potential GM spot, Garth Lagerwey from Real Salt Lake, who, by the way, is under contract through 2014 with RSL. And then you got Frank Yallop, who Tim Leiweke knows very well. Hired him as the head coach for the LA Galaxy back in 2006 and through 2007. Tim Leiweke knows a thing or two about bringing big names to his organization. We'll see what he does with Toronto FC.
Well, of course, we have the U.S. national team in action tonight in their big World Cup qualifier against Costa Rica. But, Nick, we got a full slate of MLS action coming in starting on Saturday night. Seattle, Chicago. This is an interesting one. Big TV game, 10 p.m. Eastern out in Seattle. That one's going to be on NBC Sports Network. Who do you think has the edge in this one?
I think Seattle does. I think they're the better team, even though they're missing some of their key players, Clint Dempsey, Eddie Johnson, and Brad Evans, who's injured. What's interesting about the Sounders is how well they've played over the last 3-4 weeks. They've really put themselves right back in the race in the Western Conference, and if they can continue to get points out of these games in hand that they have over the Galaxy, over Real Salt Lake, we're talking about the Seattle Sounders right back in the race for the Supporters Shield. That game, 10 p.m. Eastern on NBC Sports Network. And the other national TV game on English language television is Sunday night. San Jose at home against Philadelphia. That's 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. But I got to say, the game I'm looking to, LA Galaxy at home on Saturday night against the Colorado Rapids. It's 10 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live. And the reason I like this one is because what the Rapids are facing right now. A tough schedule for them. They were at Kansas City. Now they're at LA. They're a team that needs to stay afloat in the Western Conference. They've been good up to now, but they need to prove themselves against the best teams out west.
Yes, certainly. Another big test for Oscar Pereira and his men. Full slate of MLS action this weekend. Make sure you log on to MLSsoccer.com/schedule. And of course, we are into that final playoff push, which means you can get MLS Live for the rest of the year for just $24.99, a brand new price. Just log on to live.MLSsoccer.com. That does it for us for today. Nick, we are out of here. Anything else?
That's it, man. I'm ready for the weekend.
All right, let's do it. We will talk to you guys on Monday.